Good day, everyone. I'm Paula Panganiban, and today I'll be presenting Module 18, Part 2, Social Media for Development. We are living in a time where communities are not only formed in physical spaces, but also online in Facebook groups, Messenger chats, TikTok comment sections, and Discord servers. For many people, especially young Filipinos, social media is now the primary community space. So the question for us is, as development communication practitioners, it is no longer should we use social media because communities are already there. The real question becomes, how do we use social media in ways that are ethical, empowering, and grounded in community development principles? That is the heart of today's presentation. Social networking is not just about connecting profiles. It's about connecting people and their realities. However, in community development, networking must be grounded in principles of good practice such as participation, inclusivity, local knowledge and agency, respect for cultural identity, empowerment instead of dependency. Hall and Latchbell 2011 reminds us that social media only becomes a tool for development when citizens are not just receivers of content, but co-creators of narratives and actions. This means that a role of a development communicator is not to speak for communities, but to open spaces where communities speak for themselves. Example is a Facebook group of farmers sharing pest updates, weather conditions, and local soil advice. This is grassroots knowledge sharing, no NGO, no top down structure. This is development in action, facilitated through social networking. Social media becomes powerful not when it broadcasts, but when it enables connection, dialogue, and shared problem solving. The future of social media and community development is hyper-local. We are moving away from national campaigns into neighborhood level communication ecosystems such as Facebook groups of tricycle drivers, Viber clusters for disaster alerts, barangay live stream announcements, TikTok explainer videos, and local dialects. This shift makes development communication more democratic because you don't need formal institutions to start change, and leadership becomes shared and collective. Information flows faster and more horizontally. However, this also means responsibility increases because anyone who can influence public opinion. And this leads us to the next point, the challenges. There are four main challenges. Number one is digital divide. Not everyone has stable signal, devices, or data. This divide is not only technological, it is economic and geographical. The next one is misinformation. False content spreads faster because it triggers emotion. Development communicators now face the role of moderators and fact checkers. And the next one is platform toxicity and burnout. Chambers and bullying discourage participation. Safe spaces must be intentionally designed. We know that online attention can fade quickly. If engagement is not nurtured, communities drift. To address these, social media strategies must be community led, moderated with care, rooted in local identity and trust building. Now, let's take a look at a few success stories that show how social media can be used effectively for development communication here in the Philippines. First, we have youth climate educators on TikTok. So these young creators have been using short form videos to simplify scientific and environmental concepts, turning complex ideas into relatable, bite sized lessons. This approach localizes climate knowledge and reaches millions of young viewers who might not otherwise engage with formal educational campaigns. Next, there are mothers breastfeeding support groups on Facebook. So these online communities have become safe spaces for peer to peer health support where mothers share their stories, tips, and encouragement. The result is not only emotional empowerment, but also better informed parents making healthier decisions for their families. Then we have farmers crop monitoring chats on Messenger. So these group conversations allow farmers to share their real time updates about pests, weather, and yields. It's a simple but powerful way to enable rapid field level problem solving without relying on intermediaries. And finally, disaster coordination via Viber, a tool that has proven crucial during typhoons and earthquakes. Local responders and volunteers use Viber group chats to coordinate relief, report damage, and mobilize help faster than traditional hotlines can. This example shows that social media is most effective when it amplifies local voices rather than replacing them. It's not about technology doing the work for us. It's about empowering communities to use these platforms to connect, collaborate, and act. The Community Development Society, or CDS, provides principles and tools that guide ethical practice, especially in digital environments. There are two key reminders. So, number one is inclusion overreach. A smaller but engaged audience is more meaningful than high views with low participation. And the next one is co creation over content delivery. So, conversations matter more than announcements. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to summarize what we've learned. So, social media today is more than just a broadcast space, it's a community space. It's where dialogue happens, where ideas are exchanged, and where development communication can truly come alive through participation. In digital development work, communication shouldn't be about telling people about what to do, but about inviting them into the conversation. When audiences are involved, messages become movements. The future of community development online lies in being local, relational, and culturally grounded. In recognizing that meaningful change starts within communities who know their realities best. And finally, real impact doesn't happen when we simply post content. It happens when communities connect, speak up, and organize together. That's where social media fulfills its true purpose, empowering people to act. To know more about this topic, check out these references. Here are our reflective questions for this module. In your barangay or community, what is one existing online space where community life already happens? How can it be strengthened for participatory development? And how should development communicators respond when misinformation spreads faster than verified knowledge online? Thank you for joining me today. Please hang on and watch our next presenter, Marielle, and she will be speaking about music for development. Thank you.